Hello guys, welcome to Corpus. So today we are going to solve a question which was asked in Zomato. So before looking into the question, let's see the data that we were given. We were given two tables. One is orders, other is customers. So this one is orders table, which gives you the order placed by a customer on a particular date. Each row is one order placed by that particular customer on that particular date. So it has order ID column, customer ID, the restaurant ID, the dish name, the order amount, and the order date column. Now if you look at this particular table, which is customers, then it has customer ID, customer name, and customer email. Okay, now let's see what the question says. The question says write a SQL query to find VIP customers. So here VIP is defined as customers who placed more than 1.5 times the average number of orders. Return customer name and customer email and total orders. So we have to give this output, customer name, customer email, and total orders, and only those customers who are VIP. And the question is saying VIP customers have the number of orders which is greater than 1.5 times the average number of orders. So what we have to do is we have to find out first of all the average number of orders by a customer, and then we have to multiply it 1.5 and check if a customer has order greater than this particular value. So all those customers who have the number of orders greater than this particular value will be part of our output, right? So let's get started. So let's first figure out the total number of orders placed by each customer. So in this particular table, which is orders, we had order level data. So we have to first of all figure out how much orders were placed by each customer, count of orders, and then we have to compare that with this average number of orders into 1.5 times, and then we can filter out the customers, right? So let's get started. So I'll write select from what, select from orders, and what we have to select, we have to select the customer ID. So for each customer we are going to find the count of orders. We will do count, and we can do count star here as order count, right? And because we are doing count, so we have to group by what? Customer ID, as we are finding the count by each customer. So if I run this particular query, I will get the order count for each customer. Yeah, so this is our output for order count by each customer. Now this is what we have for now. Now what we have to do is we have to find the average of this particular order count column, so that we can know the average, and then we can compare each order count with that 1.5 times the average value, right? So let's first of all enclose this particular query in a CT, and let's call it as with customer order count as this. Okay, now we have to simply compare each customer's order count with the 1.5 times the average. So let's do select. So in our final output, we need this particular thing, customer name, customer email, and total orders. So we can directly go to the query and give this final output in the column selection, and in the where condition we can give that condition of 1.5 times the average order count to filter out such customers. So I'll directly write the output columns here. So we'll need the customer name, we need what? Customer email, and what else do we need? We need the total orders, which is basically the order count, right? Now from which table this fields will come? So order count will come from this CT, that is customer order count table. So we have to select from customer order count, right? However, our customer name and customer email will come from which table? The customers table, right? So if I run this query, this select star from customers, then we have that in this particular table. what we'll have to do is we'll have to join the customer order count with this customers table. So I'll use the left join here. I'll use the left join here to join with this customers table. So left join with what? Left join customers, and let's call it as C, and let's also give alias for this particular table also, COC. And on what field we can join? We can join on this customer ID field, because that is the customer ID field, because that is common between them. So we can say join on what? C dot customer ID equals to COC dot customer underscore ID. So yeah, so we can join on this, and this customer name we can get from C, so we can write C dot. Customer email we can again get from C, so we can write C dot. Order count we will get from COC, so we'll do COC dot order count. I think this should be fine. Now we want these 3 columns in the output, but under certain condition, which is where order, or I should say where COC dot order count is greater than what? Greater than 1.5 times. So we can use here a subquery to select the average order count. So we'll do select average of what? Order count. So you can say we'll go down, COC dot order count from what? From our this customer order count table, from our customer order count table. So even this COC is not required because this is a subquery, so I can now write it like this. This particular part of the query will give me the average order count, and then this 1.5 will multiply with this average order count, and then it will compare for each row, and it will filter out only those cases where the value is greater than this, the order count value is greater than this particular value, right? So I think this should work. So let's run this query and let's see the output. Yeah, so here is our output. Only Rahul and Karan have the order count greater than 1.5 times the average order count. We can also quickly verify this if we look at only this particular part of the query. So we had 5 customers here, and if we sum up the order count, we have 6 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 5 15, and these two 1 gives us 17. And if we divide it by 5 to calculate the average, 17 by 5 is how much? It is 3.4. So average is 3.4, and you have to multiply it with 1.5. That will definitely be greater than 4. So only we have 2 customers who have value order count value greater than 4, right? So these are our 2 premium customers or VIP customers. So I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.